jive and it loves me.
Right. Don't be alarmed with our next speaker. She's very experienced. Um, she's about 8 months pregnant, 7 months, but she's the second one, so she's fine. It's okay. Right. She also deals with one of the most important aspects of coffee, or even life itself, actually. Um, Specializes in liquid filtration technologies by providing solutions to portable water and industry market customers. She is the advanced application engineer at 3M Malaysia, Sdn Bhd. Please give a big round of welcome, applause for Jean Lee and her coming soon son.
Thank you. The slide. Okay, good morning. Before I start my presentations, I just want to do a simple test with you all. Okay, so I have two bottles of water with me, labeled with A and B. What do you think with these two bottles of water? Does it look clean and clear as well? Just have a look. Yeah, please. It's look clean, right? If I'm using the water from these two bottles to make a cup of coffee, shouldn't be any problem, am I right? What made you think so? Yeah, but with this kind of clean water, shouldn't be any problem to make a cup of coffee, right? A good coffee. Let me show you. Do you mind to open up the bottle? Yep. Do you mind to open up? Yep. Okay. So this is the bottle with label A, and what I have here, this is what I call chlorine tester. Okay. Nothing happened, right? Mm-hmm. Means no chlorine content inside. You can smell the chlorine? I purposely add the chlorine inside because. Okay, this one show the chlorine content inside this water is pretty high. Okay, so actually this is what I try to tell you all. Even the water looks clean and clear, but doesn't mean it's suitable for the coffee, to prepare a cup of coffee, because it contains a lot of contaminants which actually, can you cover up? Cannot see with our naked eyes. And this is going to be my topic of the day, quality water for coffee. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the water and its quality. So actually, these are some potential contaminants in the water. The first one will be the sediment and cyst. And of course, we do have others contaminant as well. Okay. The first one, the sediments. Sediments is basically something particle inside the water, which actually can see with our naked eyes. It can be actually the rust, the sand, the silt inside the water, where actually with our eyes we can see the water is cloudy in look. So of course this one will stop you from drinking and also used for the coffee preparations. Secondly would be the cyst. Cyst basically is a microorganism or parasite in the water. So it will cause you fever, diarrhea, and some might lead to fatal as well. So this is the contaminants we really want to remove from the water for whatever beverage, included for the coffee as well. And chlorine, as I mentioned, as I showed to you, so whenever there's a chlorine content inside the water, especially when the concentration is very high, you can even smell the chlorine smell from the water, and basically it will spoil whatever that you prepare for your customers. And maybe whenever you use the chlorine water for your coffee making, so you can have additional items in your menu where it's actually chlorinated latte or chlorinated coffee. And the other one, of course, beside the chlorine taste and smell, so it also can have some other taste and odor, where actually coming from maybe the chemicals. The chemicals can be volatile organic compound, whatever chemical that possible found in the water. So with the presence of this kind of chemicals, it will alter the taste for the coffee for sure. Okay. And the third one is the hardness and TDS. Hardness is actually caused by the presence of the calcium and magnesium in the water. Whenever you boil the water, and actually you tend to precipitate out, make the dissolved calcium and magnesium become a solid form. So this kind of solid form will form a coating on your heating mandrel as well as inside your equipment. So this one will maybe cause you some unscheduled maintenance required for your machines. And also apparently it will just turn the heat mandrel from normal situations become a white coating on it. So apparently it looks not nice at all. Okay? And the other one is the TDS. I believe some of you might know about what is TDS. TDS is total dissolved solid. Basically, it's actually it's a dissolved mineral in the water. And what I understand, actually, the concentrations of this TDS is very important. It cannot be zero because it's just like when the time you cooking, you need to add the sauce because you want to bring the taste out. It's same go to the coffee. You need the TDS with certain concentrations so that actually you can taste the coffee better. That's why actually they do have the criteria for the concentration of the TDS, where up to 125 to 175 ppm. ppm stands for part per million. Okay. So, however, these two what I call is the contaminants, they will cause some possible impact to our machines. What you can see, this is what it happened to our machines. Later, I will further elaborate. And these two we can measure using our hardness meter, or the other one is the TDS meter to measure the concentrations of the water. And the unit would be part per million as well. Okay. So, and there is the other two type of the parameters. One is the chloride, the other one is iron. So chloride is the reactions after the chlorine react with organic compound in the water, become the salt components. However, these salt components, whenever it get contact with the stainless steel part in the equipment, the stainless steel part will get corroded. It will eaten up the stainless steel part of the machines. And the other one is the iron. But for your information, in Malaysia, we do not have a very serious issue for these contaminants, the high content of iron in the water. So no need to worry about that. Okay. So this is, just now I shared with you already for the contaminants, possible contaminants in the water. Of course, this contaminant have the possibility and also can have the impact on the machines. The most important is the machines because we are using the coffee machines to prepare the coffee for our customer. Whatever happened to our machines, it will cost us. Maybe we reduce our revenue and also the profit. And this is what it happens whenever the hardness content is too high for our water source. So the skill all form out in all the heating mandrels and also for the parts of the instruments, where actually we will need some maintenance for the cleaning. Okay, so these are mainly due to the skill, where the presence of, just I mentioned, the calcium and magnesium, form up a layer of the coating on the heating mandrel, and also the corrosions that I mentioned, which is actually caused by chloride. Okay, and this corrosion, it will getting worse whenever the temperature of the instruments or water getting higher. It will even faster to corrode the instruments of the part of instruments. Okay, so since the skill build up, what would happen? The skill build up, it will cause the machine failure for sure. You need to stop your operations. You need to call maintenance, and also you indirectly, because actually there's a coating on the heating mandrel, you need more power to heat up your water for our coffee preparations. So indirectly, this all transfer actually can cost you a very high maintenance fees and schedules service costs, and also to reduce the most important what you are looking at will be the revenue and also the profit. This one will reduce your profit. Okay. And after the quality, the water quality, the contaminants impact to our machines, of course, we are more concerned about the coffee taste, right? So as you know, actually, coffee is actually consists 98% of water. There's only 2% is actually the coffee soluble solids, right? So majority the parts in a cup of coffee is the water. If the water quality is not good, it can alter the taste of the coffee. Means when the time your customer is complaining to you, how come your coffee for today is not the taste is not consistent? Maybe you will just find out, just try to find out from your barista. Try to find out, is there any problem with the machines, or if is that the problem with our coffee bean? But tell you the truth, it's not necessarily is your barista's problem or machines or bean. It can be possibly due to the water quality, right? Because whenever there's a sediments, chlorine, chloride, or the lime, concentrations is too high in the water, it will just alter the taste. For example, when the hardness concentration is high, it will affect the speed of flavor extractions from the bean. So this one is really something that you will not notice during the preparations. Okay. And these are some symptoms that you can find out what is the root cause for the water. For example, when you taste the coffee, it's a bit too bitter from the normal. It's high possibility actually due to the chlorine and chlorine component in the water. And so on, and same goes to the metallic taste. Maybe there's an oxidized or dissolved iron in the water is too high. So this chart basically can help you to identify the problem of the water and what would be the good solution for that. Okay. So of course, for all this kind of water, we do have the solutions. As you all know, as per introduced by MC, actually I'm coming from 3M. So I'm supporting filtrations for all the filter system. And just want to share with you, actually filtrations can help you to reduce the sediments that we worry, because actually it will try to make the water become clean and clear. Besides, it also can remove the chlorine, where actually it will alter the taste of the coffee, and also to improve the taste, odor, and also help you for the skill reductions, where actually is very important for all the coffee machines. So, okay. So basically, that's all for my sharing. Just a very basic about the water and what is the contaminants, possible contaminants in the water, and how should we react whenever we detect this kind of contaminant in the water. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jean. So glad we don't have problems with water contamination, but we do have problems with water shortage. Right.
Coffee, I love tea. I love the jabber jiving, it loves